The Hebrew scriptures are rich with prophecies concerning the Mashiach of Yashayahu, a divinely anointed leader destined to usher in an era of peace and restore Yashayahu's prominence. These prophecies, scattered across various books, offer a tapestry of visions and expectations of a leader who embodies divine wisdom, justice, and peace, offering a beacon of hope and restoration for the people of Yashayahu, and by extension, other nations. How can we be certain that these prophecies are accurate? And if they are, how can we be confident that they relate to the historical figure Yahusha of Nazareth? One crucial aspect that supports the validity of the Kodesh scriptures is the fulfillment of prophecy. In part 2 of our series, we will examine the prophecy surrounding Yahusha HaNazareth, the promised Mashiach. Mathematician Peter Stoner estimated that one person fulfilling just 48 of the prophecies in the Tanakh, the Hebrew scriptures, is 1 in 10 to the 157th power. Biblical scholars estimate that Yahusha fulfilled at least 200. We begin at the Mashiach's manifestation on earth as a child. In the book of Yashayahu, chapter 7 and 8, Yhuh uses the names of the children of the prophet Yashayahu as a way of foretelling the events to befall Yehudah and its enemies. The names of Yashayahu's children, Yashayahu and Yashayahu, hold significant prophetic meaning. Yashayahu means a remnant shall return. This name signifies that a remnant of the people of Yehudah will return from exile and be restored to their land. Yashayahu means swift is the spoil, speedy is the prey. This name foretells the swift and decisive destruction of Yehudah's enemies. These names serve as a warning to those who would come against Yehudah, reminding them that Yhuh will protect his people and bring judgment upon their adversaries. This method of foretelling continues into chapter 9. In prophesying about the light that would shatter the spiritual darkness that overshadowed the people of Yhuh, Yashayahu records these words in chapter 9. Quote, "The people who were walking in darkness have seen a great light. Upon those who dwelt in the land of the shadow of death, a light has shone." But unlike his previous children, the child to be born next would hold a profound place in history, as he is said to be born unto us, and not just to Yashayahu, and his call to rule and reign surpasses that of any other earthly king. Quote, "For a child shall be born unto us, a bond shall be given unto us, and the rule is on his shoulder, and his name is called Wonder, Counselor, Strong Al, Father of Continuity, Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his rule and peace there is no end, upon the throne of Thudah and over his reign, to establish it and sustain it with right ruling and with righteousness from now on, even forever. The author of Yhuh of hosts does this." Due to names finding no need to be translated, verse 6 would be better read as, quote, "For a child shall be born unto us, a son shall be given unto us, and the rule is on his shoulder, and his name is called Palah, Ya'atz, Gabriel, Adab, Shalum." The names this child would be called serve more as descriptive attributes of the Almighty and not the child himself, as the custom within the culture of Yashayahu was to name their children this way. However, the significance of one child being called several names to give esteem to the Most High speaks to the uniqueness of this son. From the names of the child to the specific tribe and birthplace. Micah's prophecy details that a future ruler in Yashayahu would come from the clan and place called Beth-lehem Ephratah. "But you, Beth-lehem Ephratah, you who are little among the clans of Yehudah, Out of you shall come forth to me the one to become ruler in Yashayahu, and his comings forth are of old, from everlasting. According to the Basara of Yahusha in the book of Mattithyahu, we find this prophecy being fulfilled. Quote, "And having gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he asked them where the Mashiach was to be born. And they said to him, In Bethlehem of Yehudah, for thus it has been written by the prophet. But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Yehudah, you are by no means least among the rulers of Yehudah, for out of you shall come a ruler who shall shepherd my people, Yashayahu." But was this child indeed the son of Yhuh? The writer of Psalm 2 presents compelling evidence that the child born in Bethlehem was the son of Yhuh. Quote, "The sovereigns of the earth take their stand, and the rulers take counsel together against Yhuh and against his Mashiach." Later in this same psalm we read, "I inscribe for a law. Yhuh has said to me, You are my bond. Today I have brought you forth." And to reassure that this was not merely a quote by the sovereign Duid, but instead prophecy of a coming Mashiach, who was also the son of Yhuh, the writer records, "Kiss the bond, lest he be enraged, and you perish in the way, for soon his wrath is to be kindled. Baruch are all those taking refuge in him." This declaration and recognition of this prophetic psalm of Mashiach as the son of Yhuh is quoted in Mark's account. In chapter 9, verse 7, quote, "And there came a cloud overshadowing them, and a voice came out of the cloud saying, This is my bond, the beloved. Hear him." We find demons confessing this same declaration. Quote, "And see, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with you, yahusha, bond of Tahaliym? Have you come here to torture us before the appointed time?" Mattithyahu 8:29. The man Yahusha called the greatest ever born, Yochanan the Immerser, said, quote, "And I have seen and have witnessed that this is the bond of Tahaliym." Lastly, Yahusha himself testifies, quote, "Do you say of him whom the Father made Quadash and sent into the world, You are blaspheming, because I said, I am the bond of Tahaliym?" It was this very declaration, along with various acts of Yahusha, that ignited the Yahudim to seize him and sanction his death. This too was prophesied by Yahusha himself, saying, quote, "And at last he sent his son to them, saying, They shall respect my son. But when the farmers saw the son, they said among themselves, This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and let us possess his inheritance. And they took him and threw him out of the vineyard and killed him." Mattithyahu 21:37-39. Join us next time as we continue to delve into the prophecies surrounding Yahusha HaNatzarath, the promised Mashiach.